Hi, so quite common problem for a lot of IoT companies and founders, how to monetize your IoT product. So this is a common question that a lot of founders are asking us, but also users and the investors. Yeah. So users would like to see their products work as long as possible. Yeah. You don't want to see your smart appliance at home or a smartwatch breaking up after 1 year or two. Yeah. So you are buying your products to last really long. Since they are smart, you would like the company that has your data also to be around long. Yeah, so their business models has to be sustainable and long lasting. Yeah, for the same reason, your investors will wanted to see your sustainable business model and probably several sources of revenue. So the question how to monetize your IoT product is quite important. So let's look at what are the kind of common ways to monetize hardware product, IoT product. And we'll go through 5 business models. So probably the most popular and typical is what we call the smartwatch business model. So you build a product that probably has been around on market like a watch for a long time, very popular, and you add super extra features, super digital features, and you make also the history available online. You gather metrics, you store them over many years, and you have really premium product that you sell at premium price. But that's about it. Yeah. So your smartwatch business model is selling premium products at higher price. So basically your business model is higher margins on your product. Probably the second most popular is subscription business model, and it's quite commonly combined with first one. You have that product on the market. Actually, quite in this case for subscription business model, you might actually go for a slimmed down version of the product that is on the market with, let's say, the product on the market has a screen attached and has history built in, but there's no online history of sensors. And what you're doing is building set of sensors that has no screen, but you can see the results on the mobile app. So basically, you can scale down the source of the cost of this product, and what you charge is actually for using that product, for subscription. And this can be monthly subscription for just access to the data that sensors collected, things like over-the-air update for regular software updates or extended warranty. There's multiple ways to do subscription, and they can be actually combined. Yeah, that leads us to actually third business model, which is the big data business model. So all of that data that you collect for the user, you actually position yourself to make money on that data, and you either selling it back to the user with some insights, some AI analysis, or you're actually doing meta analysis on this data and you're selling it to third parties. Yeah, like your main business goal may be just building a network of cheaper, inexpensive sensors, and then giving the users of the sensors just access, but having quite good insights for institutions or for some bigger organizations to provide them access to it. So you charge for access to API or reports or things like that. So it's a big data business model. Fourth, quite common, is leasing business model or electric scooter business model. This can be quite wild. So you understand that there's a product on the market and you're making it available at really tiny fractions of the time for wide selections of users, and they can rent it from you or from your clients, and they're being charged for using it. When they return it, they stop being charged. There's multiple ways to do that. It can be leasing cars, leasing motor scooters, can be leasing all kinds of equipment. It can be also leasing and using the system. Yeah, that's fourth business model, leasing or electric scooter business model. I quite like it because it favors the products to be durable, because the longer they last, more they can make money for you. They can actually be leased many times. Yeah, but it's also good for the user because they have a good quality product in their hands and it doesn't break, so it's win-win situation. And then fifth business model is pay-per-use business model, similar to leasing business model, but it's somehow different. Yeah, so this things like, cartridges for your printer, kind of smart gardening sets where you have to buy supplies, where you have to buy like new programs because you want to grow new things. So it's basically you using it. Every time you use it, you pay, but you still own the equipment. Yeah, scanners, printers, things like that. Yeah, so that's 5 business models. So let's look at the smart business model. It's great. Gets you to the market, and this could be your first strategy. Yeah, but it cannot be your last strategy, and we'll tell you about that in a second. So basically, with smart business model, you have something that is attractive on the market. Perhaps there's no digital product like yours already. You can have something cutting edge. Yeah, it's been the product has been on the market, but without the digital transformation, or it has been much more simpler, and you're giving all those extra features. You're charging extra, but you are suddenly a cool product. You may be tempted to open your own store with this product, so you are making money not only on selling a premium product at high price, but also by having direct business sales channel. Yeah, so that's really good, attractive way to do that, by skipping all of those stores and having clients buying directly from your website because you have something new, something extraordinary, you have a brand, you're building some ecosystem around it. Yeah, because it's new. Yeah, so the smart business model has its really advantages because it gets you faster to the market. Yeah, and you're building all of that cloud infrastructure to support data sensors from your devices. Your users are using it. Perhaps you can even sell some ads. This works great, but at some point you reach something like a market saturation, or there's another entry on the market, or basically the economy changes, and slowly you start seeing that sales of your product is going down, but the costs don't go down. Yeah, once you build that all of the infrastructure, and your customers expect you to support the infrastructure for many years, let's say for 10 years of history of their device, then even though you stop selling or almost stop selling new products, you still have to support the cost. Yeah, and that's the moment where sales of new product may not sustain the infrastructure. Yeah, so if you don't build something else, then you just have to keep inventing new products and keep the hype in your customers up. Yeah, that's a tricky and challenging question, and also questions the long-term value of your company, because how many new products you're going to come up with? At some point your users will say, okay, I can upgrade to the newer version and pay again this price for newer product, but at some point you may reach some good enough level and you have to look for new business models. Yeah, we'll talk about a few examples from my company WizzDev, but we are not going to go into in details because we don't want to break any NDAs. So I'm going to just mention some of the projects and then give you alternative non-client examples that are widely available, and you can see that yourself. Yeah. So first one is a quite old problem of intelligent thermostats. So thermostats have been around for many years. Yeah, probably maybe actually 100 years. Yeah, and basically with electronics and cloud, there's a big temptation to make them configurable, adaptive to the environment. They should measure the temperature, they should be configurable where you are at home. So we have a client called Miele Norway, and they have smart heaters, smart air sensors, smart floor heating, all kinds of products like that, air sensors. And all those products work on a principle that they measure the temperature. So they have a concept of thermostat, and they regulate the temperature of usually the heating. Yeah, they sell those products, and they have a strategy to get out of not only the smartwatch business model. I'll tell you this on the example of Nest. Yeah, Nest is a really probably the most well-known smart thermostat product. It's been around for many years, and at some point it has been actually acquired by Google and became part of Google ecosystem, and this team actually created a lot of new great products. And Nest is selling just the controllers for heaters, for gas heaters, electric heaters, I think, and they are smart, so you can they look really fancy. Yeah, some of the founders actually work at Apple, and they built initially their own store. They look really appealing at your home. They look like ugly thermostat, but something that you like a part of Apple appliance. Yeah, they build that and they make it really attractive. People start buying it, so that's a smart business model. Really well executed. But then they actually team up with energy companies. Yeah? Once this Nest built a vast network of heaters controlled by their thermostats, they start talking with energy companies to sell the capacity. Yeah, so you may not know, but gas grids and electric grids have variable usage, and balancing that usage is really big business. It's called grid balancing. Spot prices can really vary heavily. Yeah? So Nest got into the spot price for energy grid balancing, and because if you cannot produce more energy, you can even faster take out energy out of the market. Yeah? So basically, Nest can tell thousands of their devices to slow down, to stop using the electricity for next 2 or 3 minutes. And that's how they got a really interesting business model by actually selling capacity to energy companies. Yeah, they're also selling reports, so a bit of so they have both big data in terms of selling access control of their devices, but also selling reports about usage trends and things like that. Yeah, I think right nowadays it's estimated that 50% of US households have some sort of digital intelligent smart thermostat. I bet a lot of them are actually Nest. Yeah, so this is a great business model example where a smartwatch business model from start was designed to eventually end up at big data business model and this ecosystem business model. Yeah. Now another example from our company is DNA Electronics from London. They are developing a medical device for sepsis detection. Really life-changing, really evolutionary device. Super fast sepsis detection comparing to standard methods, life-saving. I think just in US, like something like 500,000 people die every year of sepsis complications or from sepsis. So really big market. Yeah, their device work in a sense that you buy the device and then there is a cartridge. You put the blood in the cartridge. You put it into the device, and then really quickly it gives you the results about all kinds of sepsis bacteria that you may have. Yeah, which helps to save the patient and so on. Yeah, from outside it looks like a pay-per-use business model with like a printer business model, almost a HP business model. They sell the product and they make money on consumables. But if you read the official news about DNA Electronics, especially BARDA contract for this device, you can see that US government funded, sponsored the project. So this is widely available and can potentially be used for some other kind of detection of other biohazards. This is a great example where not just pay-per-use business model will finance this project, but also just availability of this project around on the market is in an interest of other institutions. Yeah, they want that on the market to have that as a platform to implement some other applications. This is always great way to look. And we're gonna look details into Nanox. It's a X-ray scanning device from a really innovative company. They have developed X-ray that is really compact, small, and affordable. Yeah? Because instead of a very precise hot cathode, they used slightly less precise but still good enough cold cathode. And then that's why their device is using much less energy. It's easier to maintain. It's much smaller and much cheaper. Yeah. So typical X-ray I think costs like $30,000-$50,000, probably more, for hospital. And Nanox devices are just a few $1,000s, and they're actually just renting them. So because of the low cost, they can just rent them. But all of the devices send all of the scans directly to Nanox cloud. Yeah, that helps because you get all of the user interface through that cloud. The Nanox device X-ray is also less expensive. This is more affordable. Actually, easier also to use in remote areas because it has less power requirements, less laboratory requirements. It's quite disruptive, yeah. But so you can think about it. Oh, it's a great kind of pay-per-use subscription business model. But what Nanox actually envisioned here is something bigger. So usually with X-ray scans, quite a bottleneck is X-ray scan description from the doctor. Yeah, it takes a while for in institution to get that description. X-ray scan can be really quick, but description can take hours. Nanox X-ray scanning is going directly to the cloud, and they have a vast network of doctors, and they can provide also AI enhanced scanning. This is a really great example where they actually build a market. Yeah, they have their own doctors, but also independent doctors. They can to access market of providing descriptions of X-ray scanning. So both the users suddenly have access to much bigger pool of doctors for description of their X-ray, yeah, because we not only want to get X-ray, we want to get interpretation of that X-ray, yeah. And by Nanox creating their device, they not only selling this device, not only charging for probably some consumables and so on and service, but they also charge for access to their service of descriptions for X-ray scanning. Yeah, so marketplace business model complementary to rest of that. Yeah, so this is great. Yeah, we have another example of that. Another example we want to have a look is pay-per-use business model with vending machine. Yeah, this is almost like a corner store of IoT products and devices. You have vending machines, all kinds of them. They've been actually longer than IoT, yeah, because originally vending machines were not internet connected. They didn't have, they were not centralized management, and so the vending machine's been around for a long time. Yeah, for EUIoT client, WizzDev has developed a vending machine for natural gas bottles, canister. So you can refill or actually change your canister in the vending machine. A typical business model for changing something. Yeah, you bring it empty, you take the full one, you leave it. You can do it 24/7. And because it's centrally controlled, they know which of them have to be replaced. Kind of keep sustaining. You charge the clients for putting those machines around. But what we wanted to look instead is InPost. It's actually massive Polish company, parcel vending machines. It's so popular in Poland that it's almost on every corner. Yeah, so you want to order something from Amazon or from any other store, and you are not around at home, you can have it sent to that parcel vending machine and then pick it up. Great business model. You just basically streamline post delivery. InPost now is in many other countries, UK, Slovakia, Germany, France. And what they have actually built up, they actually built up massive marketplace. So not only sending to their post, but also you can actually send things from using their vending machines. You can put your package to their vending machine and to their parcel vending machine and send it to any other address, also to the vending machine. You can actually, because you have this mobile app, you can purchase some other services from there. Nowadays, if you are checking in at the airport and you have too big luggage, there's vending machine from InPost. You can drop your luggage there and it will be sent wherever you want. So they actually start competing with all of those other services, disruptive services, and they actually not just vending machine, but actually courier delivery, post delivery. They also went to returning things that need to be recycled, things that need to be repaired. All of those things introduced, that they actually create a massive marketplace for a lot of other services. A great business model, not just vending machine, but looking at the big picture. So all those business models, so 5 business model, smart watch business model, subscription business model, big data business model, leasing or electric scooter business model, pay-per-use business model, all those business models have to be considered as a simple supplementary and complementary to your primary offer. Because most likely, as soon you put something on the market, it's fresh, you can charge premiums, but at some point, premium from your selling your product might not be sufficient to cover the cost of infrastructure. Yeah, infrastructure has to start paying for itself somehow. Yeah, you need to find ways to have big institutions paying for your data. You need to have at least some users paying subscription for extended warranty, for over-the-air update, or for statistics, or just the fact that you can say hello to them. Some customers use your product to rent it to somebody else and use it pay per use, so build fleets of your products. Yeah, and all those business models will help you. The smartwatch business model should be really just to barely cover your costs. All those other business models is where the value of your proposition is. So you can build that up, have interesting product, cover the needs of your customers, your investors, and have really nice, long-lasting company that will support your customers. Thanks. Yeah, if you like this video, please click at the bottom to subscribe. We made several YouTube shorts about various companies providing different business models, and we'll be happy to talk with you if you have ideas for business models you want to kind of brainstorm. Yeah, please subscribe, and thanks for the attention.